Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to all my vegans, veganettes, and not so vegans across the globe. It's your girl Abeje TheAtre coming back with another episode of Cause It's Vegan. I gotta eat it.
There's no way I could ever go vegan. I'm not about to spend the rest of my life eating rabbit food.
Guys, guess what we are trying today? We're trying soup de Gardein. I don't know why I tried to make that sound fancy. It's just not fancy at all, but we're trying soup today. Now, they have several flavors, but today I just wanted to stick to two. We're trying their plant-based chicken noodle soup and their plant-based beef and vegetable soup. So let's get started, shall we? So the instructions for these soups are very simple. You can put them in the microwave for about 1.5 to 2 minutes, or if you're like me, you can put them on the stove until they reach your desired heat. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what the soups look like now. This right here is the chicken noodle soup, and this right here is the beef and vegetable soup. So let's go ahead and try this stuff out. Funny story, these have actually been sitting in the cabinet for weeks now, and I'm finally getting to them. My husband kept saying, you need to try them, you need to try them. So here I am. I'm going to start with the chicken noodle soup. My goal is to try to get everything on the spoon. So I'm going to get, what I saw was a celery, carrot, noodle, and of course, the chicken. Here we go. And this did come right off the stove. I'll be blowing for a second. Also, I want to make it clear, this is me trying these things. I'm trying these soups before adding anything else in them. Cayenne pepper, extra seasonings, whatever I feel it may need. Not bad. Yeah, the celery and the carrots literally dissolve in your mouth. They just like go away. I know that's technically a good thing, especially when people are like sick or if people have toothaches and they need something that's really soft that won't hurt them. This is good for that. But if I'm being a little honest, I wish the carrots and the celery were a little bit less soft. Not crunchy, but just less soft, because everything in here is super soft. I do think the noodles are good. They really absorb the flavor. I'm gonna try to get a piece of chicken by itself, which I wanna show you guys what the chicken looks like. Can you guys see this? So it's interesting, like the chicken isn't bad and it tastes like chicken for real. My issue is I taste all the seasoning on the outside, you know, what's coming from the soup, but the inside is very flavorless. Whatever meat substitute they used, they didn't make sure it was seasoned throughout the entire thing, just the outside. So that is a little bit disappointing, but it's not bad. Especially when you eat it with everything else. I'm telling you now though, adding this in would definitely elevate the experience just a little bit for you. Give you a contrast, a little crunch, you know? So let's move to the beef. So I don't know all the vegetables that are in here, but I'm just gonna try to get everything of what I see. Which I do see carrots and peas, but I'll get that. Green beans and the beef. Here's my spoonful. And I'm gonna give it a shot now. Yeah. So, hold on. All right, so all the vegetables in here, just like the chicken noodle soup, of course, they just dissolve in your mouth, so that's really nice. I think I like this one a little bit better than the chicken noodle soup. Both of them are good, but the one thing I'll say about the beef and vegetable is that the soup itself is creamier and a little more rich than the chicken noodle soup. And if you look, which I'll show you in just a second, you can see it too, like the beef. Let me show you now. I don't know if you guys can see this, but just look. Well, I'm trying to get no vegetables in there. Look at that. You see, I mean, it's still thin because it's liquid, but you see the thickness of this compared to that. I just feel like I'll get more full from this one. Plus it tastes better. So definitely the star of this 2-bit show is the beef and vegetable. I think it is very delicious. All of the vegetables in there just melt in your mouth. But then there's a little bit of creaminess in the texture of the soup itself. Both of these taste like other soups that I've tried, you know, Campbell's and stuff like that. So they don't taste plant-based, if you will. They just taste like regular soup. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. Now, I think I'm gonna put the chicken noodle to the side, and I'm actually going to go ahead and finish the beef and vegetable, but I will add in some oyster crackers because like I said, it's all so smooth. The vegetables melt in your mouth and literally just dissolve. I want a little bit of crunch. So this will be my lunch for today. I do recommend you guys try these 2 flavors. I think they have about 3 or 4 more. I have no idea, to be honest. I definitely recommend the beef and vegetable Gardein soup. It's very nice. And at the end of the day, of course you can elevate these dishes if you want with the creative ideas you have in your head. For like the beef, if you were to strain the soup itself to separate it from all those vegetables, I would personally take some quinoa, put it on the stove within this soup, and you know, add some water and let it absorb the flavor of the soup. And then after that, add the vegetables back in. That would be really good. And of course, you could still add this in, but now you would have the texture of the little balls of quinoa. You would have a crunch from the oyster crackers, and then the vegetables dissolving in your mouth and that meaty texture. So I think that would be a good idea to just take this beef and vegetable to the next level so you don't feel like you're just having soup, if you want more than just soup. So that's pretty much it for today, you guys. Like I said, I'm about to eat this for lunch. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Make it a great day on purpose. And remember to love peaches and all the smooches. This is gonna be so good. There's that crunch I really wanted. Oh yeah. Also, does anyone else love oyster crackers as much as I do? Just drown them in here. The flavor of this soup is delicious. Bye bye now.